For the longest time, I always thought myself to be one of the worst hunters in Monster Hunter. I find them very challenging games, despite the amount of playtime I have invested. Literally thousands of hours, and still get beaten by the likes of Puke and Raffi. Recently, I took on the challenge of soloing Alatreon with no Palico, as a sort of rite of passage into becoming a good hunter and proving to myself that it is not impossible. I streamed some of it on Twitch as well as practicing off stream. What I learned was that doing less was often better than trying to do more. I'll break it down. I did numerous hunts where I just watched Alatreon, doing nothing but trying to dodge. After failing a lot of times, I moved on to trying to just get some hits in, doing what I could. The way I finally learnt was to go back to what the Soulsborne games taught me. Wait until a combo is done, then attack. Once. If I felt like I could do another, I tried, and got hit. Always thinking it was impossible for me, something I could never do, but as I kept going, eventually I learned to stop the end of my combo. It was the round slash. I got greedy every single time, trying to complete it. That was the problem. I noticed that rather than trying to learn the monster, I just bashed my head and tanked it. Of course, that would never work. Eventually, I learned to hold back on combos and stop if I felt like I wouldn't get the hit. But in the end, even though I got hit over and over, I managed to triumph over the Black Dragon. A bit of advice from this would be that to learn any enemy or boss, you need to observe. There's no point looking at a pretty image on a screen and dying over and over, so step back and observe. You can then try to understand what the boss is doing by knowing what moves come out at what times. An example being Alatreon is able to do a lightning attack 3 times as opposed to 2 when enraged. Whilst doing this, understand the punish windows together with learning when the attack comes out. This, in conjunction with dodging, can deepen your understanding of that enemy. Lastly, you want to experiment with your options. For instance, for greatsword users, certain combos may work better than the usual 3 charge attacks. Longsword users have it a little bit easier as they have a counter. Thank you for watching this video. I'm hoping to make more content in the future. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye!